Well, good morning, everybody. I am going to get this dropped down where it needs to be and gusset it up today. I am hoping to get that set back on here where it needs to be so I can start on the body drop. I want to see what this looks like. But first, this plasma. I am blessed that my dad told me to just bring this out here and use it. As you've seen yesterday, all the consumables were gone. When I left yesterday, I ran down to Piqua, down to Welding, and yeah, that was something else. He went through all these parts right here and brought it up on the computer. You have to buy each piece in packs of 5. That is insane. Those cones, you might never ever have to change it again. That spring, same thing. That goes inside of the cone. Why do you have to buy on packs of 5? $97 a piece. $17 a piece for the tip. $22 a piece for the electrode. That little O-ring. Really? It's just a rubber O-ring. They was like $6 a piece. Come on, Weiler. That insulator, I can't remember how much it was, but a pack of 5 of them. Okay, yeah, that was going to be a fortune just to get the head put back together. He would not sell individuals. And on top of that, he had to order it. He said 1 to 3 week delivery prepaid. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing that. So I left and I stopped at a welder repair shop here in Sydney, which is actually at the bottom of the hill from where I live. Dad has had that guy rebuild a couple of his plasmas, and yeah, I've never used him before, but I went in there and he said, well, I don't carry those parts anymore. He said, that's an older machine. He said, but let's see what we got. He went over to a cabinet and pulled out. Okay, now that I got a fresh battery, he pulled out a drawer, like a card file drawer, and said, let's see what we got here. He set it up and he had everything. Now let me just set you up on here. The cones, he had 2 used ones. Those are good enough. This one I'll put back, but this one here's in a lot better shape. That'll hold up forever for what I do. He had a pack of tips. He had a drag torch head. That's pretty cool. He had the little insulator, the electrodes. He had everything I needed. Now inside of here, there's that little spring. So I didn't have to buy them. There's another little spring. This one's got a little spring. Everything I needed was right there. The head has already got that little O-ring. So yeah, now I can get this put together and test her out. All right, so let's get this opened up. That didn't take long, did it? Okay, I'm just gonna get everything out here. Actually, I'm gonna use the tip that Dad had. I'll use that one first. Let's see. Set that up there. Hang on to this. Put that in the drawer. All right, now it's simple to put these together. Let me bring you in here. Real simple to put this stuff together. You take the little insulator, you slide it over with the notch up. Put the tip on there, and then you just drop it in the cone. And screw it on. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. And then you want to make sure that's all the way tight. That tip should not move. There are two little sensors in there that ride on that spring. All that does is tells this plasma that everything's in place. Sorry. If that's not making good contact. There is a light up here that will tell you, and it will not operate. So, we're ready to run. Okay, let me get, I'm gonna have to change that air fitting because my air fittings are a little bit different. I need to get the air hose over here and get this plugged in. Oh, I need to get my ground put on. All right, I will bring you back in 4 minutes. Just gonna blow it out to make sure it's clean. Looks clean to me. All right, let's do a little test. Turn the power down to about half. Ooh. Hard to do one-handed here. Check it out. It's a little noisy. Got dirt on that circuit board, but it works. That's awesome. Back in business. Oh man, all of them come loose but that one. get a little shock action. Just gonna pop this cover off here, see what the inside looks like. I bet the fan's got some dirt built up in it. It happens in a shop. Yeah, can't believe the money. Oh, I gotta get the Allen heads out of there for the handle. Couldn't believe the money that they wanted at Weiler Welding for those consumables when I bought them over there for 40 bucks. Been a long time since I've been inside of one of these. Oh yeah, she's dirty. Let's get the air hose here. Phew. Alright, I'll get this put back together here. Well, let's see if it quietened down any. Well, the guy down there at the water repair place said if it makes a noise, bring it down and he will check it out. So, I guess I'm gonna have to take it down there and have him check it out for me. All right, now I'll get set up and get ready to do those 4-link bars. All right, let's make our first real cut. but it works. That's all that matters. Oakley dokley. Let's get a hammer and I tried just to sever this weld. I still went through the frame a little bit, so I'm gonna have a little bit of repair. Well, iron wasn't so bad at all, man. This plasma really cuts. All right. I'll go ahead and get the other side cut off there because I think I've got the rear end about a ½ inch too far forward. No big deal. Now's the time to fix it. I've got about 2 inches of wheelbase adjustment in those, but I need that for the pinion angle. So I'm going to try to get it as close as I can. I need to move it back about a ½ inch. All right, I'm not getting too concerned about cleaning this up perfect because once I get that drop down, I'm gonna do a gusset up here anyways. It's gonna get welded right back in place. $166.5. 166 and a half. Okay, right there is where I need it. All right, let's get this thing put back together. One thing about this, you gotta make sure everything is true and level. Oh, wrong way. Okay. That'll work. Now I'll get the other side tacked and then I'll make my pieces for this. I'm sorry guys, but I had to hurry up and get this thing mounted. The junk floor jack that I've got kept moving on me. Dang it! I'm gonna get this thing gusseted up while it's still in place. Get them tacked on. See, they're the same size. set it up to where they're corner to corner. Need a little more wire. Get over there and get the other side tacked. And then I guess I'll test run it before I go welding everything up. You gotta hit the part, ding lane. My bars are now at 0. That was not fun. It was a lot more fun the first time around. It went right in place. This time I had to keep fighting. My floor jack kept creeping down. I had to keep resetting it back where it needed to be. Okay, I had my rear axle set at 166-inch wheelbase before, and it was a little bit tight on the carrier bearing, and the bags weren't exactly straight. Now they're straight, and I'm at 166.5. Let's drop it down and see what it'll do. Hopefully I did not change my geometry, because it was really, really close. The thing is, I got to let the air out slowly. And keep an eye on everything. Well, I did some more measuring and checking some things out. This side, the axle is a 1/4 inch too far forward. A 1/4 inch. I've got adjustment in here, but I want it as close as I can get it before I do any adjusting, because I might need that extra 1/4 inch to get all the pinions right. Now I gotta cut this and move it straight back a 1/4 inch. What a nightmare. First time around was much, much better. Now I'm within a 30-second. Zero. Zero. That bracket even looks better. Yeah, 1/4 inch. Man. Well, that wasn't so hard, but it was a pain in the butt because I had to take it back apart. Right on zero. Right on zero. I'll go to the other side. Zero. And zero. Double check my level on the bars. Zero. And zero. Okay, now I'm gonna get that welded before it moves again, even though it's not sitting on the jack. Okay, that ought to hold it so I can get back to where I was before. I gotta test it. Well, test running. I think today was Monday. If I didn't know any better. Alright, what do you guys think it's gonna do when I do this? I gotta pump the bags back up for one. Okay. Get my welding clamp out of the way. She's sitting on the bump stops. Everything looks good. I might need to take this bracket off because it looks like it's crooked. Take it off and turn it just a little bit. It's sticking out here and in here. The other one looks nice and straight. Yeah. That bar's back just a hair. The other one's nice and straight. I'll have to pop this off, bring it forward just a hair. Man, there's a lot to this thing. All right, let's go ahead and raise this thing back up. And put stands up under it. It just don't look like it's stout enough to me. I think I need to come from here over and gusset that. And then get that all welded up. Get that bracket. You can see it's back just a hair, which that's understandable. I just moved everything. Get that squared away. Get those welded. And hopefully at that point, I could get the bed put back on. I went to go over there and get me a piece of drop so I could lay it down here so I can just throw my ground on the table, because, you know, you can't ground through wood. And I reached back there and I grabbed the piece I cut out of the original roof panel. I wanted to show you guys from the factory. The inside of these vehicles were never painted. That is original material, bare metal. In between the two panels. You can see there, that's bare metal. That is the original panel there. This is the piece I put in. So when I put these in and I give them a coating of paint or undercoating or anything that's gonna cover it, it's gonna protect it even better than factory. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to make a couple gussets. Let me set this down here. A couple triangle gussets. They're gonna go right here. That ought to be plenty. So I'm gonna put this up here so I got a ground. I ain't gotta keep holding it on my plate. And get those cut. Get the fronts of that welded up. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of modification to that back section there, which I'll bring you back in and show you that when I'm ready. I'm definitely gonna have to put that thing in there and let them look at it, see why it's so dang loud. All right, I can get my chipping hammer and the grinder over there. I think that ought to be good enough. Don't you? I'm almost tired of working on this suspension, guys. I'm ready to get back to body work. Well, guys, it proved to be too much for this itty bitty Clark drill press. Gotta get me a belt now. Well, I guess I'll set the mag drill up. Well, what'd you guys move for? Was I blinding you? Alright. That looks so much better. I got plenty of clearance now. I wanted that removable from the beginning, but there again, I just put it on there. That's okay. It worked out. I've had a few people ask me how I'm going to get the pig out of there if I need to, and there maybe was enough room to get it out, but now we know. Now we know there's enough room. Now, if I got to get in there to work, drop 2 links up here, 4 bolts down there, and the whole Watts links out of the way. I might do a little bit of cleanup like fill this corner in or something to that nature. Make it look like it was supposed to be anyways. Which that's all up underneath the truck. Nobody will see it. It's just aesthetics. If somebody wants to get up under there and inspect it, well, have at it. Whew. Man, I am whooped, guys. That added a bunch to my day, but I wanted to get that done. It looks so much better now. And I feel better knowing that I can get that off there if I need it off. That needed done, and that fought me. Oh my goodness, did that fight me. All right, now what do we do, guys? I do know I gotta do shock mounts yet, but there again, I've gotta do some measurements and stuff like that for that yet. So I ain't just too concerned with that at this point. Man, I'd love to have that bed on there just to see where the tires go in the fender wells. See if I got to do some cutting on that. What do you think? Think I ought to do that? Think I ought to set the bed on there and then drop the bags? Right now, it's not even, it's sitting on the stands. All right, let me do a little bit of thinking and a little prepping. You let me know in the comments if you think I ought to get that bed put on there before I leave for the day. I don't know how much air pressure is supposed to be in these bags. I don't know, but without shocks, it's a little bouncy. I like it. All right, I'm gonna go change my glasses so I can see better because as you can see, my work glasses suck. Well, let's see if I can put this up here without breaking my neck. Or leg, I've done that, I don't need that no more. I don't like that plate not being bolted on. But I don't know exactly where to put it just yet. Not really reaching in fur enough. Where are we at here? Okay. That is about as far forward as I can go with the forklift. Yeah. Let's do it this way. What do you say? Okay, it's gonna get that way, approximately 2 inches. Okay, now it's gonna go back an inch. All right. see a thing. Kind of looks like it's lined up. Yeah, I figured I was gonna have to move that open. I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. Well, I got one bolt in. I'm gonna have to grab my light and slide up to the front and get another bolt in. That way I know it's setting where it's supposed to be. I know as far as the cab goes, I've got to situate it. It's not that bad. From side to side, maybe. Well, it depends on where the bed goes. The bed might have to go that way too. So I gotta get the bed and the cab and front end all in line on both sides with the frame. That's why there's adjustment holes on the cab supports. This kind of stuff sucks by yourself. Yeah, dropping this down, let's see. Right here, I have 10 inches. I don't even know if I like that. That wheel opening is going to have to slide. I'm going to have to move that wheel opening. The height is okay because the floor is going to stay where it's at. I've got to do some thinking on this because I'm thinking about changing this up. Let's just bring you in here. Okay, the wheel openings are too far back in this bed. So I'm already gonna have to cut that out. That's already out. Looks like crap. I think what I need to do, I need to drop the bed down 4 inches, just like I did the cab, and get it secured back here on both sides, secured up there all across it, so it's 4 inches, and just get rid of the whole sides. So I think first thing I'm going to do in the morning is get the bed floor squared up, setting in place. Go ahead and get it bolted in place, and then I will get my marks, get the sides dropped down, the 4 inches that I need to get it dropped down. That'll get rid of all this. I'll get that stuff dropped down, get my body lines lined back up with the 4-inch drop. I think I should be able to have actually quite a bit of it done tomorrow. Just want to take them out, trim it up, and put them where I want them. I don't know, but I am whooped. Guys, this has been a long day. Don't want to drop that down just yet. Not until I get things situated. Because I know the bed's not centered. It's gonna slide, get lined up, and all that good stuff. So, alright, well, I'm gonna get out of here for the day. I'm exhausted and hungry. If you guys haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for me. It'd sure mean a lot to me. Give me a thumbs up, guys. All right, see you tomorrow.